Exploring Casa is like dreamwalking into one of the most imaginative places you can ever experience. This is a place where stone flows like water, light and sound dance like children, and all the while, imagination reigns supreme. Out of the lively streets and into one of Antoni Gaudí's masterpieces, I am forever mesmerized. It's not just great architecture, but a living, breathing testament to what we can achieve with imagination and genius. The ground floor is where the story begins. Walking through, it's easy to imagine the original residents of Casa bustling about, their lives intertwined with this whimsical space. You can almost hear the soft hum of a gramophone playing in the corner, or a clink of fine china being set for an afternoon tea. Every detail here is intentional. As I ascend through the building, each room feels like a new chapter in an old leather-bound book. Each room feels as if I've stepped into an old photograph, a bygone era. A nostalgic feeling overwhelms you. The dining room, a marvel in its own right, offers a glimpse into early 20th century culinary life. In the bedrooms, sunlight filters through lace curtains, casting intricate patterns on the walls. The beds are draped in fine linens, the kind that makes you question how far you've drifted from such simple luxuries. This is a far cry from the sterile modernity we've grown accustomed to. Here, life moves slower. Originally, this building was made in 1906 for the Mila family. It was a statement of prestige, reflecting the rich couple's desire to showcase their wealth and vision. The attic is a revelation. Unlike the ornate rooms below, this space is stripped back, almost austere. Here, the focus shifts to Gaudí himself. The attic houses a museum dedicated to his work, a treasure trove of sketches, models, and photographs. Seeing his plans laid out, you gain a deeper appreciation for his genius. This was a man who saw the world not in straight lines, but in spirals and waves. His designs weren't just about aesthetics. They were about harmony with nature, with light, and with life. The walls are bare brick, and the arches, a series of catenary curves, rise and fall like the ribs of some ancient beast. It's both functional and poetic, a space that feels alive in its simplicity. And then finally, we come upon the dreamscape above the city. The rooftop of Casa. Climbing the final set of stairs, I emerge into the open air, and the view takes my breath away. It was as though I stumbled upon a living sculpture garden in the clouds. In this marvelous rooftop, towering sculptures defy convention, blending art and architecture into a surreal, breathtaking dance, pure genius. The chimneys and vents are transformed into fantastical figures, their forms twisted and turned into something almost alive. Walking along the undulating paths, it's easy to lose yourself in the whimsy of it all. This isn't just a rooftop, it's a stage, a gallery, a dreamscape. Gaudí didn't just design buildings, he created worlds. These sentinels are alien-like guardians, seemingly frozen in time but still full of purpose. Each one is a twisted, surreal take on the human form. Shaped like ancient warriors or mythical creatures, their heads cocked like they're waiting for a signal. There's something almost haunting about them. They don't exactly scream welcoming, but there's an undeniable sense of awe that hits you when you get up close. These aren't your standard rooftop ornaments. Antoni Gaudí, the mad genius behind it all, designed these figures not just to be decorative, but to serve as both functional chimneys and works of art. Form meets function in a way that feels almost reckless in its brilliance. In a city known for its surreal architecture, the Casa Mia's rooftop sentinels are the unsung hero. They don't ask for attention, but they command it. And once you see them, you'll never forget it. They're a reminder that sometimes art can make you feel something deep, something you can't explain. Eventually, I found myself marveling at the low parapet. Looking out at the Sagrada Familia in the distance, it was impossible not to draw parallels between the two masterpieces, both testaments to Gaudí's genius and his refusal to conform. And yet Casa Mia's rooftop had an intimacy, a playfulness that felt uniquely its own. Leaving the rooftop, I felt a pang of reluctance, as though I was saying goodbye to a dear friend I might never see again. Descending back into the bustling streets of Barcelona, the magic of the experience lingered. Gaudí's rooftop was more than just a place, it was a feeling, a reminder that even in the midst of chaos, beauty and imagination could soar. And so I leave Casa Mia with a heart a little fuller, a mind a little wider, and a soul forever touched by the genius of Antoni Gaudí. If you ever find yourself in Barcelona, don't just pass by, step inside, let time stand still, and for a moment, live in a world of a dreamer.